Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. My internet's working again, so yay, I'm back. And I barely made it in time. The event ends today, so I'm like, uh-oh. I better just, do the thing. So here I am. Okay, my last two stories. Anterior? Instead of interior, anterior. My words don't matter much. Only when you live free, and every moment, are you truly alive. Go and experience the world for yourself. It will take many months to form your own ideas. Count it. I hope you will. 5:39 p.m. Clear. Outdoors, Rhode Island deck. Wait, is that me and Count it? Are we having a nice moment together? Oh. Oh, look, we're watching the sunset. That's adorable. Oh, look at this. And I like how the sky here is like pinky and blue, since that's kind of like how the sunsets over here look. Nice. You've been quite busy lately, right? There are many things you have to do. Proper rest is also necessary. There have been some small fluctuations in your psychological indicators as of late, and I will continue to monitor them. Right. Blaze will be here to give you a report tonight. She was the one who led the raid yesterday. Wait, 1:23 a.m. Rainy. Babel Temporary Operational Command Center. Scouts outside. He was in charge of last night's operation. This is the record of one of his rare mission failures since enlisting in Babel. Come in. Commander, Dame, you're both here. Let me briefly explain what happened last night. When my squad was sweeping the battlefield, they found traces of enemy troops that could be tracked. I made the decision that this was an opportunity to sniff out the enemy's position, insisted on giving chase, and ended up being ambushed. The responsibility is mine alone, and I am willing to accept the army's punishment. This is not a decision an old sarcasm mercenary would make. Regrettably, all my experience failed to let me know anything was wrong. Something has to actually happen for your experience to be worth anything. You lost no team members after the crisis occurred, indicating that your command was calm as you retreated, and thus proper. Huh. Okay. I think I'm not being too mean. That first line, though. You deserve recognition, not punishment. Okay, so that was a compliment. I couldn't tell. I don't understand how you reached this conclusion. Army discipline loses all meaning if it fails to recognize when to reward and when to punish. You know that, Scout. Why do you care so much about her reputation? I need a reason. Dame Coutts. How's Reika? She's out of danger. Scout opens his mouth to say something, but words fail him. Your heart is in turmoil. Rarely have I seen you struggle like this, even on the battlefield. If you can tell us what you're thinking, maybe we can. I insist that Reika not be punished in any way. Because she's an orphan? Military discipline isn't a bleeding heart operation. Reika's father was a sarcasm mercenary who died in the Civil War. She's in good company in Casdell. Her mother suffered from severe orthopathy and was unable to raise her. Upon learning about this, Her Majesty Teresa has been providing financial support to their family. Nothing special about that either, if you don't have any better reason. Reika only enlisted in the army to repay Her Majesty's kindness. She once told me that fighting for Her Majesty is her only wish and the entire purpose of her life. Go on, Scout. I'm listening. In Kasdel, it is rare for children to have any wishes or anything to protect. Is it really that rare for kids to have dreams? They get sucked into the maelstrom of war, and then they die. So you hope to preserve Reika's reputation to keep her wish to protect Her Majesty alive. Scout cannot answer. The battle-tested veteran falls back into silence. The doctor rises slowly, reaching out to pat Scout on the shoulder. Caltut does not expect this. Sorry if that offended you. I knew you must have had a good reason. No one will be punished, but that will have an impact on discipline, which isn't going to be popular. Scout, I hope that in the future, you and your team will respond to doubt with action. I swear to this, Commander, Dame, I'll be taking my leave. Promise me one thing before you go. Value your own life and reputation the same as you do your teammates. Oh, I'm actually being kind of nice. I will. I was half expecting Dr. Misaki from the past to be more savage right now, so I'm pleasantly surprised. Additionally, Closure may approach you to discuss the Londinium issue. She's very concerned about my position on this matter. You can share some more of the decision-making process with her. After all, she is also a potential combat operator. Ooh, I can send you a friend request after this if you put down your code. Of course. You can also discuss other things. "11:27 a.m. Clear. Interesting monitor setup. I assume those bright lights are monitors. Rhodes Island Chief Engineer's office. Ooh, Thorn's banner's coming up real soon. I don't think I have enough gold tickets to buy him. Oh, I mean, I might. I gotta check. Rose Island Engineer's office. What is it this time? I'm wondering if you settled on the going to Londinium thing? I'm still discussing it, as the action itself is rather risky. Why are you suddenly so concerned about this? Ooh, hello. I'm worried you're not in the right headspace. I know you want to go, deep down, but you gotta think about the kind of danger we're up against. You waste a lot of energy getting all torn up. And I'll throw like a few multi-summons. Once I get enough golden tickets, I'm automatically buying him though. Because I don't trust my gacha luck most times. Especially with husbandos. My husbando luck is extremely low. Haha, Fate Grand Order, Merlin, Astolfo. They avoided me so badly. I'm not torn up. Rhodes Island safety is always my first priority. It'd be great if one day you could just do whatever you want. You can't put it past me. I know how close you are to Teresa. There's no way you can stay out of the Londinium thingy. This has nothing to do with Her Majesty. I only care about the pros and cons that the action itself has on Rhodes Island. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's responsibility and duty. Take a day to treat yourself every once in a while. Leave all the boring stuff to the doctor. And let's knock some back. Just the two of us. Doesn't that sound nice? Wow! Leave all the boring stuff to the doctor, huh? Thanks. Thanks. The doctor is already working very hard. I guess that's true. You think the amnesia would give us an all-new doctor, but the workaholic part is still the same. Oh, I guess that was me. Post-amnesia, no wonder I was semi-nice. Or maybe that wasn't? I can't tell. But honestly, the old doctor was such a hard-ass. I like the new version better. Because this one's easier to bully? She just wants to bully me? Wait. I remember when I first got my base. I guess that was her pushing all the boring stuff onto me, huh? I see how it is. I heard about the treadmill you gave the doctor. How it would start floating for no reason, and you had to watch ads to get it back down. What kind of treadmill did she give me? That's so... Why? That is so mean. That was a special promotion. I was trying to save the doctor money. I need you to be more considerate. The last thing I need is an overwhelmed doctor getting scared to death by levitating exercise equipment. Yeah, sure. Why so serious all of a sudden? Maybe it's something about how I knew the old doctor, but I keep getting this uncontrollable urge to pull the most hilarious pranks. Wow. Especially before, when the doctor was acting weirder and weirder. Enough, Closure. No more on the subject. I forbid you from mentioning a word of this to the doctor. Don't worry, I'm not that clueless. By the way, Calcit, before you go to Londinium, I'm going to carry out a renovation of the underdevelopment area. Gotta thicken that hull, at least. It'll be pricey, but I, a reliable engineer that I am, think that level of investment is still absolutely necessary. So, on behalf of the engineering department, I've decided to fight for 3 days and nights to give the underdevelopment area a brand new look. No need. The underdevelopment area is the sturdiest place on the ship, but it's under development. Yet it's still sturdiest? How? I mean, I guess it's still being developed. That's why it's sturdy. At least that's my guess. I thought you'd say that. Right below the underdevelopment area is a drone hangar. And that hangar doesn't have any support pillars. Oh, no support pillars. Oh gosh. Once we knock out the upper part, the top of the hangar will deform, and then... Calcit, why are you glaring at me like that? I'm scared. You just want to do your own thing. Alright, cards on the table. I'm the chief engineer. Of course I'm gonna be curious about some place I can't get into. I have my reasons. All those secrets in your gullet are gonna suffocate you. When are you going to open up to me already? You can't carry this all by yourself. Maybe. That day will come. Looking forward to it. Oh man, extra good luck to maxing her out. Wait, huh? Did you just say something not super uptight? The patient placement work for Connor County will be completed today. In the coming days, you'll once again need to reassess the defensive strength of the settlement site. The medical department will forward the relevant data to you later. In the future, similar tasks will gradually be transferred over to elite operators so that your energy will not be diverted from more important issues. Oh no, am I getting another medical checkup here? Or maybe not? Sorry to barge in, but look alive, everyone. Dr. Courteous is about to start her daily rounds. She's earlier than usual today. Huh. Eh? There's a bunch of logistics department folks as well. You should go see Dr. Courteous about that forgetfulness of yours. That lass from the medical department came over to our ward for a week or so to touch bases. She said that she was going to transfer all of us to a temporary medical settlement in Connor County. What's the point of other people talking if you're not going to remember a word of it? Haha, don't worry, sir. After all, the arrangement was made rather hastily. I'll be reminding everyone again. The Rhodes Island Landship will be conducting a series of mock exercises around Victoria in the near future. We've decided to temporarily transfer you to a medical settlement in Connor County out of consideration for your safety. Please rest assured that the medical facilities there are comprehensive, and you will be accompanied by most of the medical staff. Look, now that's all. Ari. Gah! Dr. Courteous! How long have you been standing right next to me? Don't worry, I just got here. AKA, she was probably there the entire time, my dude. You just didn't notice her. Because she was just standing there menacingly. Ari, pass me this patient's blood works report. You've recovered quickly and your neuropathy hasn't shown any signs of deterioration. The fact that I'm still here today is all thanks to you. When I think back to the day I first had an acute neuropathy attack, you didn't close your eyes day or night, so you could rescue me. It's my duty as a doctor. Next, I'll have to read the relevant agreement on the transfer and resettlement. And you'll sign the agreement after I read it. According to Article 4 of Rhodes Island's neuropathy and treatment regulations. Easy there, doctor. You don't have to read all that. Rhodes Island has my complete and total trust. So just show me where I have to sign. I appreciate it, but reading out the agreement in its entirety is also to protect your rights. Ari, time is short, and we might not have the manpower to carry the patients. Check the hallway to see if anyone can help. Yeah, dude, you always gotta read the fine print. Alright. Doctor? Good afternoon. What brings you here? Good afternoon. ... Long time no see. Good afternoon. Doctor, are you available right now? We don't have enough staff to relocate the patients here, and might need your help. I mean, I can try to help, though apparently Dr. Misaki can't lift stuff good and is out of shape, so I'll try my best. I am, sure. I'd be glad to help. Sure. Given your current physical condition, I'd recommend you not engage in any physical labor. Of course. No physical labor. Thanks, Courteous. I am weak, huh? I've got nothing better to do. I'll do my best. At least let me give it a shot. Don't underestimate me. Come on. Don't underestimate me. Doctor, this isn't the commander of Rhodes Island, is it? The one that little Ari's always talking about every day? Wait, she talks about me every day?
Sir, please don't say silly things like that. Doctor? I was just giving them an overview of Rhodes Island. She's probably giving me too much credit. ... Am I really that popular?
Having the commander of Rhodes Island transport me? There's no way. Now, don't be shy. Everyone in Rhodes Island is obligated to help in even the most commonplace of tasks. That hardly changes even for the person with the title of field commander.
Our time is limited. Let's get the transfer underway. Saves time. Let's get a move on. I'm gonna sound cool.
Let's get a move on.
Q. Come here and help me lift his upper body and pay attention to the medical equipment cable. Why such tiny text?
Sure thing. Ari, what's this new device? I've never seen it before.
It's a crystal melting instrument, Rhine Lab CR-01, experimental model, with a built-in originium circuit. Again, tiny text. In the middle and late stages of neuropathy, the body becomes filled with crystals, and the organs are easily damaged and ruptured. The crystal melting instrument utilizes this sequential release of concentrated energy to dissolve the crystallization. That's exactly right. See? It's just as I said. The doctor really knows everything.
Yeah, I'm big brain.
Hughes, don't just lift it like that.
Hughes, stop. Hughes, hold on.
Hold on. Use your left hand to place the patient's hands together over the side of your neck. Then use your right hand to cradle both the patient's legs.
Sorry. I didn't pay very close attention to Dr. Kautz's battlefield handling course and didn't learn a lot of that material. That course was originally structured for you to cement your knowledge with practice anyway. But how did you know that, Doctor? If I recall, you were out in Sargon during that session.
It came out without thinking. ... Maybe. I'm just a genius. I like that one. Maybe I'm just a genius.
One last thing. Amia's been busy with various assessments of the Londinium trip as of late. Please take the time to make sure you look after her.
Oh yeah, where is Amia?
She may be the leader of Rhodes Island, but she is also still a kid.
No worries, I take good care of Amia. I think. 2:29 a.m. Overcast. Babel Temporary Operational Command Center.
You are the leader of Babel, but you're also an oropathy patient. Please take your health seriously. I suggest you stop working and take a break immediately.
Kautzet, you still think too much about others. Oh, doctor, please come in. We weren't discussing anything confidential. I heard everything, Your Majesty. You really should be getting enough sleep. Imagine getting enough sleep. Wow, imagine. Oh, that's good advice, Dr. Misaki, yet you're a workaholic. You don't sleep good, probably. I don't sleep good either. That was a tense meeting we had last night. All that battle talk must have tired you out. No worries. Conversely, Doctor, I would like to apologize for the words spoken by some of the participants. They did not intend to offend, but were slightly agitated. They were worried about my safety, but I understand that you must surely have considered all possible situations. This is the best solution. Teresis wanted to regain the initiative. He knows that your strengths are also your weaknesses. But what he doesn't know is how much you're willing to sacrifice for the Sarkaz people. When Ascalon's troops arrive in town, he'll see the writing on the wall. You're always so reassuring. Doctor, listening to your words is more refreshing than sleeping. Aw, I'm more refreshing than sleeping. That's so sweet. Teresa's wary face flashes a smile of relief, a smile that becomes gentler as she looks out the door. Come in. Here. Sit next to me. But... No need to look all around. There are no outsiders here, Amiya. Doctor? Dr. Calcet, good evening. I didn't mean to stay up this late. Ah, yes, I know the feels, Amiya, little Mia. I know the feels of like, I didn't mean to stay up past 1 a.m. I didn't mean to stay up past 4 a.m. No one is blaming you, dear. Let me guess. Did you have a nightmare? Ooh, hello. No, I didn't. The soldiers moving around woke me up. I was looked out the window and saw Ascalon getting ready for a long trip with the other fighters. They are on a mission. But Ascalon said she would never leave me or Her Majesty. I was worried, so I snuck in here to take a look. Amiya, my dear Amiya, the doctor gave Ascalon a little job. They'll be back soon enough. Think about it. Has one of the doctor's battles ever run long? You're right. If that's what the doctor wants, I feel much better. The doctor is the best at making everyone feel safe. Ah, really? I'm the best at that? Thanks, Amiya. Amiya, you should rest. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, little Amiya. What a sweet, lovable child. Doctor, before you came, I was a bit worried about the safety of the Rhodes Island landship in Ascalon's absence. Ooh, hello. That's natural. Stretching his front line thin, encircling a small town with no strategic significance, there's no telling what Teresa's true objective is. My safety is secondary. I'm more concerned about the safety of the children and researchers on the ship. But as Amiya said, you really do give people a sense of security. What you've accomplished through your command leaves no room for doubt. Doctor, Calcet, the day we win this war shouldn't be far away, right? Maybe, I don't know, probably not. Now, all of that is well outside your normal schedule. Doctor, are you still listening? I am. ... I'm listening very clearly. I mean, I am? Ooh, it's a close-up look. Doctor, what does it mean to be truly alive? Good question. Where did that come from? Never thought about it. Way too abstract. Obeying someone else's will, losing your reason to move on. Does that count as being alive? That's just a walking corpse, ... Isn't that just a robot? Last one? Keeping your body, but being separated from your memories. Does that count as being alive? Sheesh, are you calling me a robot, ma'am? That makes life rather confusing. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me, miss? Ooh, thank you.
If you had to choose one or the other, Doctor, which would you choose?
I choose to be human, not a puppet. I would choose to be free. Who wants to be a robot? Yo, I wouldn't mind becoming a cyborg. So, I can't say the last one. I choose to be human, not a puppet. I mean, I don't want to be a puppet, but I don't necessarily have to be human. I would choose to be free. Calted casts a deeply pensive look at you.
Freedom is not free. After you lost your memories, you woke up, were forced to fight, and forced to witness the sacrifice of human life. This whole time, you have barely had a single choice. Look into my eyes. Tell me, Doctor, why is it that you fight?
Memories continue to pour forth in this moment, and everything that has happened since your awakening in Chernobog flashes before your eyes vividly, joy and sorrow intertwining. An answer becomes clearer and clearer in your mind. You almost blurt it out subconsciously. I am fighting against my destiny. I fight for Rhodes Island. I fight to protect this world. I'm fighting against my destiny because I'm edgy like that? I don't have a destiny, I have free will.
Make sure you don't forget the answer you just gave me. Even if no one understands, we must continue to walk this path. Doctor, you too will find your path.
Thanks, Coutsit. Okay, before I do the next one, I'll give you a quick little request before, like a little friend request before I, it gets too buried. So let's do add. I think I need. Wait, let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, let's do the first one you put down. Okay. Just slowly typing to make sure I don't type wrong. Boop. I'm assuming that's the right code, so boop. There.
And now continue.
Ooh, last story. Pignus. Ooh, this place looks fancy. Next, verify language logic function integrity. PRTS, tell me a story. Alright. It's you. This entire time, you have been lingering there. Since your last visit, it has been 155. This sounds familiar. 555 days. How many days in total was that? Wait. How many years was that? Or months? What the heck? Welcome to the primitive Rhodes Island terminal service. Confirming permissions. 42. Welcome, Leader 1. I'm pretty sure I heard this before. Seriously? I want a story, not something like this. Please understand that this is outside of my area of expertise. Okay. Let's have everyone understand each other, so we'll all live a better tomorrow, right? Yeah, I get it. Looks like the language logic is doing okay. Now, let's look at the other parts. Is it really necessary to keep inspecting these areas for which PRTS has never reported any issues? Of course. It's been a very long time since we did any data archiving on you. This is just like the regular physicals we do on humans. Have to make sure you're healthy and all. Programs have no concept of life. I kinda think you do, though. Should I perhaps take that as a compliment? Of course. May I ask a question then? What exactly does a human think of the visual representation of my archives? It's kind of hard to describe. Oh, this is related to Chapter 8? Ooh, so much of the future then. Since I'm still Chapter 6. When I first took over the systems here, everything was a huge mess. Thinking back, that was a real disaster. Back then, most of your information was encrypted and ordered in such a scrambled way. Well, you're still that way right now, of course. If I were to describe you as a human, with the state that you're in, I guess I'd say you had a combustion engine in your body. But all of your components, like the ignition and whatnot, and your piston are flipped upside down. To the point that I'm not even sure if you're a system that exists within the bounds of common sense. So what you're saying is that PRTS is just built different. Got it. Don't be like that. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying how unique you are. No, I still can't make heads or tails of all these branching structures in your database, let alone the rules for how things are even read in that thing. At the very least, Calton and I managed to fix and reorganize a decent chunk of it. How's that? No one knows you better than me right now. I feel terribly sorry that I can't help with that, Leader One. Huh? Why so polite all of a sudden? If anyone could just self-diagnose themselves no matter what kind of weird diseases they had, then all the doctors in the world would be out of a job. Eh? What's that? What's this stuff in here? Let's see. Have you forgotten? This is the sarcophagus rescue operation simulated test runs. There were so many complicated routes, and we have so much data on these simulations. I may not have gone there myself, but I can recognize more or less all the pathways they could have taken. Wow, she's so smart. Aw, is that a cute little emoticon? Oh, never mind, not emoticon. Oops. Process 04291601. Validation failed. Process 07201159. Expenditure exceeded. Validation failed. Process 08210957. Validation succeeded. Process 09081800. Validation failed. Terminated at. My impression is that we did run this quite a few times. But process 11290957. Validation succeeded. Process 12010955. Process tally 167. Execution nodes 3711. Did it seriously run that many times though? Well, that might be the case. The doctor was successfully evacuated from Chernobyl in only two of the simulations. These are all the simulations I was able to complete with the short amount of time I had. Had there been more time, I would have conducted even more test runs to find an even more optimal and stable rescue plan. Wow, out of all those plans, only 2 were a success. Oh, that is so scary. If I remember correctly, the actual rescue mission was planned around these 2 simulations results. If it wasn't for these 2 successful runs, we could never even have figured out how to get the doctor out. But actually, in actuality, we made 3 times as many sacrifices as we had anticipated. If this has occurred during the simulations, according to our procedures, this operation would likely have been called off. That's all in the past. No use talking about it. It's not like I can put a time machine together. Hey, that sounds like a fun idea though. Let me jot it down. Anyways, if we call this operation off, that'd also mean... Heh. I don't really want to say this, and it probably sounds like I'm exaggerating, and it's too sentimental, but the idea pops into my head every once in a while. If we'd called it off, it would have cost us our future. Leader 1. Okay, I thought my door opened for a second. It didn't. Good. I hate when my door just randomly opens. It's so awkward. What's up? Is it really reasonable to bet it all on one single person? I can understand what had driven you to make this decision. However, considering the odds, I do not support an operation like this. That is considering both your safety as well as that of others. PRTS, I'm sure you know this yourself. The doctor stands for a lot of things. It's understandable. I used to wonder how Babel, or Rhodes Island without the doctor would have been. What do you think would have happened to us? Amiya and Kaltsit probably would have stayed out of Ursus, and we would never have crossed paths with Reunion. Don't you think we would have been in a better shape? Oof, in a better shape, huh, without me? I mean, understandable, but that kind of hurts my feelings. We might also have been driven into a corner, and taken even worse losses. Everyone would get the pink slip, and we'd all just split and go home. Wherever home's supposed to be. I am sensing some kind of dry humor in your statement. It's a joke, alright. If I actually thought that way, Kaltsit would have thrown me off the bridge a long time ago. Let's face it though, compared to now, we had a much harder time during those few years without the doctor. Don't you agree? You know how miserable I was when Kaltsit was our only boss. She'd always work my ass off all day. Like I was supposed to be a machine that ran 24/7 too. She never thought to give me a single break. Ah, and that's why she bullies me, huh? That's why Closure wants to give me all the tough jobs, aka running the base by myself. Seriously? I thought I was probably gonna go bald, working that much. Aw, she was afraid of molding. Real-time logging activated. The previous statement has been committed to the database. Why'd you... Don't record anything. We can't let Kaltsit hear any of that. I'm not saying this is anything bad. We're all here because we wanted to follow Teresa's dreams, her ideals. This goes for everyone that was at Babel too. It's just... Ever since Teresa left us, all of us spent so much time just to get used to things. Some of us are probably still confused, even now. ... It isn't often that you elaborate on how you think. Haha, you think I'm just the kind of gal who stands by to watch things happen? Are you not? Your observations and computations are a lot more objective and accurate than a human's. Maybe you're right. Here, let me tell you a story. Ooh, story time. Do you know what it was like when they came to Casdell to look for me? I'm not sure if I ever told you about my family. A family of vampires. You can smell the rotten stench in the words alone, right? You come from a branch of the Sarkaz lineage, and a very ancient one at that. Oh, so this is where she mentions her lineage. Because I've seen people writing the comments before about it, and I'm like, okay. She never admitted that to me though before. Not yet anyways. Ancient and old-fashioned too. Ooh, hello, how's it going? Pretty good, I'm being big brain. More or less in the game. Dr. Misaki is so smart. Ancient and old-fashioned too. For the longest time, I didn't know if I had a talent for the vampire arts. Of course, it wouldn't matter if I did. I was never into stuff like that. Not even one bit. You could say I'm a little... Okay, not just a little. I'm very unorthodox. Okay, my door opened. I'm just gonna close it real quick. I hate random door openings. I don't want to wake up my family. It's not even 7 a.m. yet. I only want to do what I want to do, and that's why I never stepped out of my little garret. You know, Closure, I understand that. I only want to do what I want to do. My family almost kicked me out a couple of times, but for some reason, they never went there. Me too, Closure. You sound like you're reminiscing about your family. I guess I am. Back then, I was just a kid who didn't care about anything or anyone else. These days, I'm starting to miss home a little. Yes, the start of a horror adventure, alright? It opens every so often. Just like how lights turn on every so often, and I'm just like, come on, can you not? I just want to relax. I had a few friends. We did all kinds of stupid stuff, crazy stuff. I hid my signature in the nooks and crannies of all kinds of data and information. I played around in the databases of organizations people thought were impenetrable. Basically just announced myself to everyone out there. It probably sounds silly now, but at the time they called me the destroyer of the Kazda information world. Of course, not a lot of people knew who I was. And yeah, perfectly normal. Doors opening, lights turning on. Occasional or something super rare is when a radio or TV turns on. That moniker doesn't have a very positive image. Ooh, hello. Would you like me to search through Casdell Law and help you find any relevant entries? Thanks, but I'm good. Anyway, while I was living my life like that, one day, there was no sign that anything special was going to happen that day. By the way, but something special happened, just like that. Someone opened the door to my garret. I had it locked down tight, still have no clue how she got it open so easy. That was Teresa. Same as she looked on the news, too. No sarcasm would ever mistake her for anyone else. Maybe she's just so swole she could just open the door like that. It's possible that there are others who share the same general appearance. if someone who looked like Teresa had appeared? Nope, not possible. Even if there were someone like that, we'd never get it wrong. The monarch herself showed up and waltzed into my little room. Then she told me she was looking for someone to break the shackles of tradition, and for that she needed an engineer, the key to her plans. She didn't even try to explain anything to me at first. Nope, not a word to try to convince me to go with her. If it had been anybody but Teresa, I'd have thought they were nuts and would have thrown them out the window. I like how Teresa just waltzed in being like, "Hey you, you're gonna be my next party member. Come along with me." It's like, okay, sounds fun. So, you turned her down? Nope, I accepted her offer. I said yes, because of the curiosity that been driving me the whole time. Then I went to the meeting place she told me about. That's when I first met Dr. Misaki, who happened to be picking me up. Wow, I picked her up? Yo, I was cool. I still remember when you first arrived. Unlike right now, it wasn't just you who was there. Dr. Misaki was there too. Sounds like Dr. Misaki was like a guardian, keeping watch when the two of us met for the first time. You know, you got pretty quiet sometimes. Makes me wonder why. I'm not sure why I prefer to keep quiet a lot of times. Whatever. Your system and programming is a mystery, but don't you worry. I'll do my best to figure it out. Let's keep going. Not long after I took charge of Rhodes Island's engineering, the doctor and Teresa came and showed me a weapon. Never seen anything like it. The doctor asked me if there was any way to read the firmware and restore its original functions. It was tough, but I managed to do it, of course. It wasn't until later that I found out that, with the data I provided, the doctor reverse engineered the device's mechanism, and even managed to use it to turn the tide when we were stuck in a really tight spot. Yo, Dr. Misaki before amnesia truly was a genius. Reverse engineering a new weapon that I found. Like, oh, what is this weapon? Let's see. Boop. Heh. Ace and the gang thought there was no way we were going to win, but we actually managed to pull it out. That is rather adventurous. Using unauthorized equipment rashly can lead to information mismatch or, worse, lead to the user being exposed to the device's internal detection mechanisms. Right? It felt off to me before I even finished looking through the thing. But the doctor told me I didn't need to worry about any of that. It's like the doctor knew about everything in advance, even the probability that I'd have the thing cracked. Who knows how Dr. Misaki managed to do that? Also, speaking of which, this is just my own feeling, but when I met the doctor here again, it kind of felt like meeting a totally different person. It's possible that there are those who look exactly the same. Come on, we're not looking into that possibility. Okay, if you insist. I can tell. The doctor who came back to Rose Island is the same old doctor, though. Also kind of like a completely different person on the inside, too. How can I say this? Just like that operation, the doctor's calculations were so accurate that our jaws all dropped. We won a fight we weren't going to win. I almost gave our friend a nickname, Super Demonic Processor. Aw yeah, that's a cool nickname. I am Dr. Misaki, Super Demonic Processor Nobunaga. But then, the very next time, the doctor surprised us with a whole other strategy. It's like there was a whole other person all of a sudden who could figure out the other side's thinking perfectly without using any formulas or whatever.
Ah, yes, the answer just came to me.
Now, if the doctor was in Fate, I feel like he'd be... Maybe original doctor would be a caster or maybe a ruler? One of those two, maybe? Or no, probably caster. No, ruler could be working out. But current Dr. Misaki, I think, is more of an alter ego because I lost my memory, so... Are you saying the doctor has a broad range of different operational strategies? Judging from the records, that does appear to be the case. As a matter of fact, the records show that the doctor's deployment style has not been very consistent recently. Whatever kinds of records Dr. Misaki leaves behind or doesn't, I'm not gonna call it strange. Is something affecting the doctor's thinking and actions? That's a real difficult question. If you ask me, I think only the doctor can influence the doctor. The doctor keeps quiet sometimes, but is also really talkative at other times. Have you noticed that? Oh, thank you. I kind of think that maybe the doctor is normally so quiet because it's like laying the groundwork for some kind of pivotal moment to come. The doctor makes decisions that look wild and crazy to us, beyond our expectations, and those decisions lead Rhodes Island down an entirely different path. Deviating from the plan also comes with risks. I can only hope that we're not heading down a treacherous path. Thank you, I will enjoy it. Especially once Thorns comes out. He's coming home no matter what. Gold tickets or just summoning. I want the boy. Though I don't have enough LMD to raise him. I mean by that, no. Yeah, I don't, but it's okay, he'll be raised. He'll get lots of love. PRTS. Remember what I said was the first thing that Teresa told me? When we first met? She said she was looking for someone who could break the shackles of tradition. I think that's the standard she used to pick people. So that's what most of us here have in common. Ah, we're all built different. Of course, the doctor too. Everyone follows a doctor. They go right along without hesitation. Without hesitation. I quite like this term. It has been stored in my database for a very long time. In fact, it was one of the first terms to be added to my term base. Looks like that mystery creator of yours liked it too. Perhaps. I cannot give you an accurate response as I do not know the answer. Whatever the case may be, that's how things are. The doctor treats everyone well though. I guess the old one treated everyone pretty well too. It's not easy to figure out just what this nice person is going to do and when or where the effects will actually play out. If the bad guys can't make sense of it, do we have a hope of figuring out the doctor just because we're on the same side? No, Dr. Misaki is very spontaneous like that. I gotta keep everyone on their toes. They can never figure me out. To tell the truth, I kind of have doubts. You doubt Dr. Misaki? No, not at all. Compared to Calcet, I get along with Dr. Misaki way better. It's because she bullies me. That's why she gets along with me better, because she bullies me. The point is, the doctor is nothing like the old one. If we look at the new one the same way we did the other one, then I'd say we're underestimating our new doctor. It isn't often that you judge a person so seriously. Yeah, that's probably because I really admire the doctor, from the bottom of my heart. Oh, she admires me. I hope I'm just standing around the corner just listening. It was hard on everyone when Teresa left us. We lost way too many people in those 2 years. You know that better than anyone else. We were driven into a corner, basically. No matter which way we decided to go, we were walking a rope that could snap at any time. In the end, it was Amiya who decided we had to do something to get us out of that mess. And her conclusion, bring back the doctor. That's right. Amiya believed the doctor would bring lots of change, something that Rhodes Island desperately needed at the time. It was a gamble, really. We had to do something. We had to change. It was better than watching the few friends we had left bleed all over the place for no good reason. Amiya was the only one to give orders back then, and she helped a lot of folks make up their minds on the topic when they'd been wishy-washy. Time proved Amiya right. We needed the doctor. The doctor brought change to Rhodes Island. From a probability standpoint, I would not agree with such a gamble. You know, PRTS, I've always thought of you as pretty strange. I've always thought of you as a pretty strange entity. Oh, you're gonna go for the roles? Oh, super duper good luck. The way you think is basically on the level of humans, but you're still lacking something. Something human. Ooh, hello, hello. What would that be? Persistence. That's the kind of thing that drives people to achieve great things, and sometimes turns them into monsters. Eh? Wait, what am I doing? I thought I was gonna tell you a story. Damn it, I was going to talk about my heroic adventures as the destroyer of the Kazda information world, but somehow I got so off topic. I think our conversation today has been meaningful. Although, it indeed is not the destroyer of the Kazda information world's heroic adventures. I want to hear that story about the destroyer of the Kazda information world's heroic adventures. That sounds fun. You aren't trying to make fun of me now, because I had you admit you were terrible at telling stories, right? Damn it, don't you keep this conversation in the logs. I don't want Calcit to find out what a long conversation I had with you the next time she goes looking stuff up. Hold on. You won't play this for her, right? I won't. Well, that's good to hear. Leader 1. Do you remember when you set a cabin to play Closure's Midnight Video Market every night at 0000? Huh? Your evaluation of the doctor has been so sincere that even I, an inorganic being, was moved. We should have it on loop in the doctor's office for at least a month. Stop! 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 Don't do it! Aw, she's embarrassed. Seriously? Don't you dare! I'd start coughing up blood from embarrassment even before Calcit got to me. Now that'd make me a real disgrace to the vampires. Alright, what a shame. What's shame? Sheesh. Your personality's really taking a turn for the worse. I'm gonna set a program that restricts your playback permissions one of these days. Ooh, good night to you. Good night, good night. Restricting permissions. Right, this'll do. Yep, your checkup is just about done. Well, I'll get going. Whoa, Dr. Misaki! What are you doing here? How long have you been there? The corner of the room is like a second home to me. I've been here since, last night. Yeah, I've been here in the corner since last night. I just got here. Dot dot dot. I just got here. Maybe. You know, I'm gonna be honest-ish. I just got here. Maybe. I live here. Feels kinda suspicious. Are you here to check the battle records from the other day? Don't just stand there. Come on in. I just finished PRTS's checkup. I'd love to have a chat with you, but I got faculty checks around the ship. Don't have much time. Well, gotta go. I'm just imagining her running off while blushing, being like, oh no, I hope Dr. Misaki didn't hear any of that. Good afternoon, Dr. Misaki. Is there anything I can help you with? Would you like to check the battle records? Dot dot dot. PRTS. Please go ahead. Dot dot dot. Leader 1's evaluation was very much on point. You've gotten quieter. Please feel free to ask anything you would like, from Rhodes Island's current operational details to any questions you have regarding our archive files. Anything at all? As long as there are files in my database and you possess the sufficient permissions. You may ask me anything. Well then. Tell me, who's priestess? How come not even Calcit can tell me who this priestess was? Dot 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 dot. Tick. Insufficient permissions. Wow. I don't have permission. I see how it is. Warning. Your permissions are insufficient. At this time, no registered members possess the permissions for this question to be answered. Warning. Dot dot dot. I apologize, Dr. Misaki. It appears I, too, cannot answer your question. Regarding this question, perhaps you could try to look for the answer through other means. Dot dot dot. Is there anything else? I'm always happy to help. That's all. Dot dot dot. Maybe I should try that omniscient Calcit once again. You know what? Calcit. What is this room? Oh, okay, never mind. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Tick. Activating self-verification program. Photography module running. Video module has not yet been shut down. Saving progress 89%, 91%, 97%. Searching internal array. Expanding search to special permissions level. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Verified. System logic is functioning correctly. All systems operational. Wow. Dr. Misaki really does like looking at the sunset or sunrise, huh? And taking a pretty lady with me too, yo. Yo, Dr. Misaki, I see how it is. In the last cutscene, you brought Calcit with you to watch a sunset, and now you brought this other lady with you. Dr. Misaki! You romantic, you. Verified. System logic is functioning correctly. All systems operational. Found special item. Video file previously stored. Date unknown. Item has not been restricted by permissions. Looping video. Subject. PRTS's first functional test. File name. Ship video record 000 00001A. Your question has been answered, Dr. Misaki. The program will be terminated automatically in 3 seconds and locked. 3, 2, 1. What? Why? Why did it have to go poof? Why poof? Wait, was I even there to hear the answer or see the answer? Wait, why? Why? Oh well. At least I witnessed Dr. Misaki, just enjoying the sunset with a pretty lady. You know what? I'm just gonna use my last 3 tickets, because why not? Because I like multi-roll, so I'm just gonna use my tickets right now. I want blue poison. I'd have enough. I have enough archers, but blue poison's a cutie. Hey, steward. Hey, Vermeil. Okay, now last one. Hey, Cruz. Wow. I like how I said I had a lot of archers, or should I say snipers, and then... it's fine, I accept it. Blue poison, one day you'll come home to me. One day, I liked you. I like you, blue poison. I used to bring you a lot before I started bringing thorns. Yeah, you would have been my favorite out of here for coming home just because I like you. Oh yeah, I got through the storylines. I feel successful. Dr. Misaki's so big brain in this event. I love the storylines. It's fun. Or should I say Dr. Misaki in the past was very, very savage and big brain, while current Dokutah Misaki is sometimes big brain, but more of a derp. Sometimes a silent type, sometimes a talkative type. Dokutah Misaki, you can never predict. Dokutah Misaki just does what Dokutah Misaki wants to do. That is how Misaki do. What was it again? Demonic something something. Dr. Misaki. I feel good. I feel super good. Plus it's early, so wow. Yo, I can actually, if I really wanted to, I could probably eat like a decent breakfast instead of crackers. Oh, this is great. I gotta think about my victory meal for finishing the storyline stuffs. You know what? Victory meal's instant noodles. That's fancy. Instant noodles is fancier than crackers. I don't know what instant noodles I'll make, but it'll be something. I just gotta reach randomly into the box of instant noodles and hope for the best. That it's something that I like. I will believe. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I'm glad I did my goal. I reached it before it ended. I feel good. And I'm just gonna auto battle stuff to get more thingies so I can just buy out the shop. Yep. So I can just buy out the shop. Or actually, I already bought out the shop. I gotta buy more of those record thingies. So I'm just gonna auto run while I eat. Woohoo! Success! Thank you for the good luck for school. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta prep for like tutoring stuff. I don't want the tutor to hate me. We'll see what happens though. I'll be semi-decent. So see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. I will survive. Maybe, hopefully. Bye bye. I need brain power though. Food.